Okay, so first of all, what is your name and what is your horse's name?
My name is Kelly Alley, and this is Beans. That's his barn name, and his jockey club name is Storm Prospector.
And obviously you're doing the Western style.
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing barrel racing.
Okay, is this the first thoroughbred that you've retrained for barrel racing?
Of my own, yes. I train horses full time for my job, so I've trained a lot of thoroughbreds off the track, but he's the first one that I've owned and retrained for myself.
What is good about thoroughbreds for barrel racing?
A lot of people don't usually think about thoroughbreds for barrel racing, but they're actually extremely smart and they catch on really fast. And when they get their mind set on something, they are just so dedicated and love to work. And it took me a while to find one that was small enough for barrels. He's short, he's 15'3", and he's very compact. And you need something that can really get down and turn. And really work off their rear end, which most thoroughbreds don't. You know, they are more stretched out for the running. So it took me a little bit to find him, but if you can find the right body style in a thoroughbred for barrels, they're phenomenal.
Yeah, because normally I would think it would be quarter horses or something.
Right, yeah, exactly. And that's normally what I run is all quarter horses, but I wanted to try this and see if we can make it work with Beans.
So how did you find him? Where did he come from and what's his race history?
He came out of Paris, Kentucky from the training center. He didn't have much of a career as a racehorse. He only won like $600 and something. They said he just wasn't really fast enough, but the good thing about barrels is they're plenty fast enough for running barrels, you know, even if they didn't make it as a racehorse.
And what has been the biggest challenge so far? How long have you been training him for?
I got him in December. I started riding him in January. I was actually 9 months pregnant when I bought him, and I rode him when I was pregnant, so that shows you what kind of attitude he has. He's a really good boy. And then I started training him on barrels in April. The only thing about barrels and the thoroughbreds is it took me a while to retrain him and get him mellowed down so I could bring him back up again. I couldn't go straight from the racetrack high of running and always wanting to go straight into barrels, because then he wouldn't be able to learn correctly. He wouldn't be able to get a correct pattern. He wouldn't be able to work the way that I wanted him to work if he just had that run mentality. So it took me until about May. I started him on barrels in April, and it took me until about the end of May, 1st of June, before I could really let him go on barrels. And he still has a lot of speed to give in the barrels, but he has been going to barrel races with me, and he has been winning money. So he really seems to enjoy it. He really seems to enjoy his job, which makes things a lot easier, when he looks forward to going out and working. And he also is great at just trail riding. Sometimes I'll just put split reins on him and a rope and saddle, and we'll head out and just trail ride.
Do you think the makeover and what you're doing with him has been like you're a good ambassador for off-track thoroughbreds? Do people are inclined to think that might be a possibility for barrel racing now?
Absolutely, I think so. A lot of people are very closed-minded about the thoroughbreds. They think that they're just born to run and that's it. And especially when it comes to barrel racing, because it's just not a norm to run a thoroughbred in barrels. It's a norm to have a quarter horse. It's not a norm to have a thoroughbred. So to have him out there running and doing good and winning money and just really having a good pattern on him, I think it'll really open people's eyes to the fact of running thoroughbreds on barrels is an okay thing.
Okay, well, best of luck today.
Thank you.
Of course, next weekend, and thanks for talking about it. And listen again,
Thank you.
These are the best boots I've ever seen.
Like those.
Is that a barrel racing thing or is that a you thing?
That's a me thing. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.